All right, guys, showing you a live trade right now, actually in Greece, at this really cool view. So you can see here, I have locked in about 575 on Nvidia. I'm currently short 15 contracts of MES. Currently up about break even right now, already down. Took a trade earlier on it, down about 118, 130. So small loss on the day, but here's kind of the trade breakdown right now. You can see a short right here at this 4023 with the stop at 4031. First target is down here at 4010. And then next target is down there at 405. So we'll see if it can work out, but we'll catch you guys in the next clip here as soon as we see if I'm right or wrong. And then I'll see you guys in the recap. All right, guys, you can see price just hit that first target. Let me go on the Thinkorswim. So you can see locked in about 500. So I'm still up about 300 on the open with the remaining, 5 contracts of MES with that Nvidia position. So overall up pretty good on the day. Looking for a little bit lower to my next target down at 4,005. So I'll keep you guys updated if we do hit that. But so far we're about, I'm in Greece, so the time's a little bit different, but a little over an hour in the market, and overall so far, very solid day. You can see we're about to get that second fill. So keep you guys updated. All right, guys, so you can see actually a minute after I close out the video, the target was hit. Let me go ahead and show the Thinkorswim. Overall on the day, about 1,500. So very solid day. I'll go ahead in the Zoom now and show you guys a quick trade recap on it. All right, guys, gonna break down 2 different trades recaps I did. Obviously, you saw the MES trade live, and now I'm gonna show you guys both that one a recap as well as the one on Nvidia. So I'll go over Nvidia first. Now I have a few different strategies. This one that I did on Nvidia was more of a scalping strategy compared to the one that I did on MES, and I'll show you exactly why and where I did those trades. But for now, for Nvidia, it had earnings today, so we had a huge gap up from this 207 level, opened up all the way at this 233. I had all of these levels marked here. So these are institutional levels that I use to trade with. I use it for my scalping strategy. And you can see this green zone here was basically, it was a previous resistance. And so that was going to act as my support. And so I thought, okay, I don't want to look for longs. I'm on the 5-minute chart now. I don't want to look for longs when price comes down here now, because it could bounce, right? But the way I do my scalps, it's very quick, very in and out, and it's more of a breakout strategy. So I zoomed in on the 1 minute. I said, okay, Nvidia, we bounced off this support level, very good. Now looks like we're forming demand here. As soon as we got the break above this level here, that's when I entered. I had a very, very tight stop on it after this 1 minute demand zone formed here, because I was expecting it to happen very fast. Typically my scalping strategies, if they don't happen very fast, I'll just get out because they should happen very quickly. That's why it makes it very good for scalping as well, especially with options. Anyways, I got in right here on this candle. As we got up here, I scaled out a little bit, and then we pushed up into this level, which was my target. I got out majority, and then I was holding a runner for this target up here, 239.30. What happened was we just consolidated for a long time, and at this point I started to turn a little bit bearish on SPY. And when I noticed that I started to turn a little bit bearish, that's when I got out the last contract around here. So obviously it never hit my target, but that's okay. Ended up locking in about $575, which you saw in the previous clip. So overall, very, very solid trade. Very happy with how it went. I'm going to go ahead and break down the trade on SPY and MES now. So now I do trade MES futures, but I like doing it on the SPY chart. So you can see this is SPY. The original plan I had was using this yellow zone here as my pivot. And so what happened was, you can see in the clip earlier, I was down about $137. I actually took a few different trades. So the first one, I got long as we came down to this dip here. Sold it for some profit up here as we came up towards this target. And then what I wanted to do was I waited for a pullback down to this demand zone here. Let me pull that up. So I was looking for a pullback down to this demand, got in long as soon as we got here, and I ended up stopping out. And at that point, I was down around $137. Small loss, nothing to worry about. And then I noticed, okay, now that we're back below my pivot, now that demand has broken and sellers are now in control, now I can start looking for a bearish setup. So when I saw that happening, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and look at ES as well. Right, same thing here. So ES, I had pre-market as well. We had this liquidity area here. right? We have a high here. There's a lot of liquidity here. And so my initial plan for the market at open was actually to look for a move above this and then reversal to look short targeting here, or a move below it at open and a reversal targeting long up here. So at open, before the market even opened, we got this move all the way up here. And again, you can see as soon as I saw this move here where this supply zone was able to take out this demand, that told me that sellers were now in control. Once I saw that sellers were now in control, I waited for a pullback up here, ended up getting short at around 4023 was my average. My stop was up here, basically because you can see we had this supply zone up here, and typically I'd put my stops all the way at the top, but I wanted to keep my risk low, and I figured if we get up here, we're probably not going to work out. Realistically, I didn't want to see it even get above, this 4030 area. So I'll say, okay, I'm going to risk about 8.5 points on this trade. My first target was down here at this 4011. So first target about 1.44R. And the reason I used that as my target, it was basically just this liquidity low here. So price always go towards liquidity, which is essentially just lows and highs. It's where there's a lot of stops, because that's where market makers and hedge funds can get their fills. So when price finally came down to this low here, I figured there's going to be a stop hunt. That's when I want to get out. So I got out majority of the contracts here for a very nice profit. I held more for this target here, this 4005. You can see it says top of fair value gap. This is a fair value gap right here, small little zone. If you want me to do a video on that as well, let me know. I can definitely make a video on that. We actually came down to this demand zone I had marked. This is a 30-minute chart now. So I actually could have looked for some longs down here. But yeah, we hit that 30-minute demand, ended up coming back up. And so I was out before the trade at 4,005 for a total of about a 2R trade. So overall, very solid day. As you saw in the clip earlier, about $1,500 profit. Again, in just under about 2 hours of the market being open. Again, looking at SPY, using supply demand, using trend, and also the scalping strategy with Nvidia. And if you want me to go more in depth on the scalping strategy, again, leave a comment down below and I can go ahead and do that for you guys. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this trade recap and live trading session, let me know. I can definitely do some more. Please subscribe, leave a like down below. Also comment other videos you want me to make, and I'll see you guys in the next video.